We break it down with tips and tricks. Now earn your crown. In equations, logic, step-by-step game. It's all made easy. It can explain so like. Subscribe and join the ride. Math is magic on the smart side. Calculus, differential equations, mechanics, electricity. All your math and engineering questions, answers are here for you all day. Engineer Akin explains. Engineer Akin explains. Learn and know a lot.
So E times cosine theta. So, wala. 2 pi. Wala na next. F 2 pi na wala to.
So, our transformer is a static, no? Hindi siya gumagalaw. Tapos electromagnetic, so same yan siya ng motors. We say electromagnetic, so it runs using the electromagnetic induction, no? Ang pinagkaiba lang ng transformer, no, with respect to our generator and motor is yung ating yung ating transformer, it transform power in one circuit, no, into another, no, either the current or the voltage is transferred from one magnetic circuit to another. Yung sa motor kasi at generator is meron tayong magnetic field, no, which causes our rotor to rotate, no. So if yung ating motor, no, yung ating motor is kinukuha natin is the torque, so kaya umiikot, habang yung ating yung ating generator, we are getting the induced EMF, tapos ang nagpapaikot doon is the prime mover, no. Dito sa ating transformer walang umiikot, so therefore the only transformed is the current or the power or the voltage. Tapos ito yung isa pang importante, same frequency. So if yung input natin is 60 Hz, no, the output of the transformer will be also 60 Hz. Yan. So the frequency is not transformed or is not changed in a transformer. Yan. Okay, so let's look at the circuitry, no, of a transformer. Yan. Diba? So transformer are electrical device that transfers electrical energy between two or more circuits through magnetic induction. So when we say two or more circuit, no, kasi if that is a single phase transformer, so dalawang magnetic circuit lang. Kapag 3, so that is a three-phase transformer. So they consist of two or more coils of wire, no. So if it is two coils of wire, so ayan, single phase. So dalawa yung coil, no, for the secondary and for the primary, no. So these coils of wire are called windings, which are wound around a common magnetic core, no. So naka-wound siya sa isang magnetic na core, no. So basic principles of a transformer. So the basic principle of the transformer is the same as the mutual induction, no. So yung sa inductance natin, no, it create a magnetic field, no, thereby creating inductance, no. The coils of the transformer have high mutual inductance, no. So the coils of the transformer are inductively coupled, and if the current in one coil is changed uniformly, an EMF is induced in the other coil, no. So kapag nag-change yung ating current, no, in another coil, there is a corresponding change on the electromagnetic electromotive force, no, on the other coil, thereby also changing its current, no. If a closed path is provided at the secondary circuit, the induced EMF at the secondary drives a current, no. Okay. So how does a transformer work, no? So transformer work on the principle of electromagnetic induction. So when an alternating current AC passes through the primary winding, it creates a changing magnetic field in the core, no. So doon sa core nangyayari yung changing magnetic field. So this changing magnetic field induces a voltage in the secondary winding which will be connected to a circuit, can be used to power electrical devices. Okay. So ito yung ano natin, no? The simple diagram for a transformer. So ito yung ating primary winding, the secondary winding. So ito yung ating AC supply, load, no? So we have a laminated core. So the purpose of this one is to reduce, no, the hysteresis loss, no, and the eddy current losses, no, which are caused by the electromagnetic induction, no. So our core could be iron, no, or an alloy of iron and another metal, no. So dito yung dumadaan yung flux natin within our core, no. Tapos ito yung ating supply, no. Yung supply natin is dumadaan sa primary winding. Then depending on the turns ratio, it will be transformed, no, to the corresponding output, no, na kailangan ng ating load, no. Ito yung ating diagram. So this is the symbol for the transformer. Yan. Okay, so features, no, the transformer is a static device. It transfers electrical power from one circuit to another. So ito yung parang summary ng features niya, no. During the transfer of power, there is no change of frequency, no. It uses electromagnetic induction to transfer electrical power, and the two electric circuits are in mutual inductive influence to each other or of each other. Okay. So we have here the applications of the transformer. So power, transmission, and distribution. So the transformers play a vital role in transmitting electricity efficiently from power plants to homes, businesses, and industries, no. So they step up the voltage for long distance transmission and step down the voltage for local transmission, no. So yung power transmission natin, no, from our power plant to the transmission lines, no, din pasok sa substation to the distribution utility papunta sa ating bahay, no. During naman sa ating bahay, no, in our home, we have here the application of transformer on electrical appliances, no. Transformer are used in various electrical appliances such as refrigerators, television, computers, and chargers. So to step down voltage and provide safe and suitable level of power, no. So without knowing it, yung ating mismong charger natin, meron na siyang transformer, no. Tapos yung ating AVR, no, if you have a AVR on our computers, no, ang loob niyan is a transformer. Okay, so we have here first question, no, for tonight. Which of the following does not change in a transformer? The current, the voltage, the frequency, or all of the above? Okay, so just write your answer, no, on our chat box. Yun, ang bilis ah. Okay. Okay, so the correct answer for this one is the frequency, no. In a transformer, the frequency is not changed, no. Okay, next. Today, this is the explanation, no. So in a transformer, the frequency of the electrical power does not change. So the transformer operates based on the electromagnetic induction, where the primary and secondary winding are coupled, no, to transfer energy. Now, the voltage and current in the primary and secondary winding can change depending on the turns ratio and load condition, but the frequency remains. So sabi ko kanina, only the primary and only the voltage and the current is changed, no, in a transformer, no. So pwedeng mag-step up or step down depending on the turns ratio of the primary and the secondary. Okay, next. In a transformer, the energy is conveyed from the primary to secondary through which of the following? So cooling coil, through air, by the flux, none of the above. Okay, so tignan natin kung ano yung answer nyo dito. So remember that a transformer is a transfer, no, of electrical power, electrical energy through electromagnetic induction. So when we say electromagnetic induction, ano yung involved na na property, no? Yan. So medyo nagkahati na yung ating chat. Okay, so the correct answer is letter C, flux, no? So flux. So in a transformer, no, the correct answer is letter C, no? The energy is conveyed from the primary to secondary through the magnetic flux. So when an alternating current flows through the primary winding, it creates a changing magnetic field, no? So we say magnetic field, so meron talagang flux, no, in the core. This changing magnetic field induces a voltage in the secondary winding, allowing the energy to transfer from the primary side to the secondary side. So dahil dun sa sa magnetic field which is created, no, in the core, so kakaroon tayo ng transfer of energy from the primary side to the secondary side. So when there is a magnetic field, so the transfer of energy is done through the magnetic flux. Yan. Next. So we have the types of transformer. So these are the common types of transformer na palagi nating na nababasa or nakikita, no? So first we have the step up transformer. So it increases the voltage from the primary to the secondary. So increase, no? So kunyari from 1000 volts, so we will using step up, it will become 10,000 volts. No? So that is step up. So mas malaki yung voltage sa output compared sa input. So mas malaki yung voltage secondary compared to the primary. So it is used in power transmission to minimize energy loss over a long distance. Now for example, if the output of our power plant is only 69 kV and we need to transmit our electricity in a vast distance, kunyari sa let's say 150 miles, so we will be stepping up our transformer from 69 kV to 125 kV or 250 kV, depending on the distance, Then step down transformer, so it decrease the voltage from the primary to the secondary. So ibig sabihin nito step down, so bumaba yung ating voltage, So the voltage of the secondary is less than the voltage in the primary. It is used in power distribution, to provide lower voltages for residential and commercial use. So example, ang ating distribution line, ang ating mga distribution utility, yung nasa poste natin, that is usually 13 kV or 6.5 kV depending if it is 3-phase, or single phase. Tapos hindi naman pwede na yung papasok sa ating sa ating bahay is 13,000 volts or 13 kV. So yung nakikita natin na transformer sa ating sa ating poste, so yan yung step down transformer. From 13 kV, it will be stepped down into 230 volts. Yan. Next, we have also these some types of transformers. We have the power transformer. So these are used in transmission and distribution lines. So they are usually used for protection. For example, we have a medium voltage switch gear. Tapos kailangan nating i-transform ang ating voltages. So we will use power transformer para yung ating medium voltage switch gear could run on our transmission line. Then auto transformer. So they are used to change the voltage within relative small limits and are used for starting AC motor. So tulad ng nabanggit natin last time, and auto transformer is used in auto transformer starting for electric motors, and also it is used for instrumentation, So the auto transformer is the only transformer na isa yung kanyang winding, Then transformer for feed installation with static converters. So these are used to convert AC to DC or DC to AC. So yan yung nakikita natin sa ating inverters at converters, Sa ating inverters for our solar, so that is a transformer, So they are grouped as static converters. Then testing transformers, so they are used to conduct tests at high and ultra high voltages. So ito yung potential transformer at current transformer. So they are called testing transformers. So power transformers for special application, no? So ginagamit natin sa mga sa mga furnaces or sa welding. So they are called power transformers for special application. And for radio transformers, no, yung sa ating mga transmitters, so they are used in radio engineering and similar purposes, no? Okay. We have also the different types of transformer according to the core, no? Yung core is kung saan natin binawind yung ating coil, no? So depending on the shape of the coil and the construction of the coil, so meron siyang iba't ibang type. So we have the first one, which is the core type transformer. So it is sometimes called as the L core, no? So it is used for high voltage and high power application. Shell type, so it is also called as E kasi yung yung core niya is consists of core which is made up of E-shape na mga blades, no? Then berry type, which is circular in shape, also known as a toroidal, no? Toroidal transformer. So isahin natin ito, no? The transformer core types and the applications. So for the core transformer, so a type of transformer that has a magnetic core and windings around the core like primary and secondary, no, is known as a core type transformer. In the transformer, the core is a significant part that provides a magnetic path continuous for a minimum air gap. So meron tayo ditong dalawang picture, no? So these are all core type transformer. So sa tingin nyo, anong pinagkaiba ng dalawang core na to? No? So bakit ito dalawa, bakit ito tatlo? So tingin nyo, anong pinagkaiba? So i-write nyo lang sa chat, no? If what do you think, no, is the difference, no, between this picture, itong isa na may dalawang winding, habang ito naman ay may tatlong winding. Okay, so tama. So it is on the phases, no? So usually, yung ating single phase transformer has 2 windings, no? Habang yung isa naman is a 3-phase transformer na may tatlong winding. Yan. So but they are all core type. So bakit core type siya or L type? Kasi isa lang yung kanyang yung kanyang chamber. So isa lang, no? So if actual construction magiging L to siya kasi ang mangyayari dito putol to siya tapos form ng L tapos sandwich naman sa isang L, then kakaroon siya ng bolt dito or ng fastener, no, para mabuo yung ating core. For this one, so this is a parang dalawang dalawang single phase, no, na pinagsama natin yung part na to, no, pinagdikit natin, no. So kaya magiging 3-phase din siya. Okay. Next. Okay, so the applications of core type transformer, no, include the following. So these transformer are suitable for high voltage range application like power distribution, auto transformer because high voltage simply corresponds to high flux, no. So those a thicker core is used to maintain iron loss down, so this transformer is a good choice. So kaya mas maganda to na gamitin for high voltage application because mas thick ang kanyang core, therefore it could maintain, no, or it has a lower iron loss, no. So pwede siyang gamitin for high voltage application. So these transformers are also used in electrical energy transmission and the primary distribution system, no. So mga transmission and distribution system yung kanyang main na mga application. So this is also used to make an overlapping joint by an additional pair of lamination that avoids iron loss and condensed flux leakage. So the iron loss, no, so that is caused or that is inert, no, to our core. So depending on the type of the core, no, nandun din yung the level or the value of our iron loss, no. So for these 3 types of transformer according to their core construction, yung core type yung may pinakamababa, no? And also because it is uh, as in overlapping joint, no, of additional, no, additional pair of lamination, so nagkakaroon din tayo ng konti na condensed flux leakage. Yan. So this transformer is very efficient for high frequency because it uses numerous steel laminations where laminations are protected from non-conducting insulating material in between layers. So these transformers is also used to step up and step down the voltage. Yan. Okay, so the most common or the most highlight for this application is this is used for a high power or high voltage range application and for step up and step down application. So yan yung application ng core type transformer. Okay, next, shell type, no? A shell type transformer is consists of one central limb and two outer limbs, no? So in a shell type transformer, each winding is divided into subsections where the low voltage winding and the high voltage winding subsections are tentatively placed on the central limb in the form of a sandwich. No? For this reason, this winding is also called sandwich or test winding. So the major advantage of the shell type transformer that it gives greater support against electromagnetic forces between the current carrying conductor, and also it provides a shorter magnetic path that it requires small magnetizing current. So yun yung kanyang better support against electromagnetic forces, which also causes higher eddy current and hysteresis loss. And also because it only uses smaller magnetizing current, so mas lalo pang bababa yung ating mga losses. The major disadvantage of this type of transformer, it has a poor natural cooling kasi nakasandwich lang yung ating mga winding. Yung primary at secondary is nakasandwich lang. Therefore, if there is heating, so hindi talaga nagko-cool individually yung ating primary at secondary winding. So the shell type transformer are preferred in low voltage applications such as low power circuits and electronic circuits. So the reason for that is kasi poor ang kanyang natural cooling for low voltage and for low voltage application, no? So hindi ganun kataas or kabilis ang pag-iinit ng ating winding. So it is not required to have a better natural cooling. So kaya pwede natin gamitin yung shell type transformer. Okay, so ito, no? So if you can see, so this is a single phase, no? Single phase. So nakita nyo isang winding lang, but yung primary or secondary depending on the design, so it is sandwich, on each other. So the end product of this one is meron ditong isang dalawang terminal for the primary, dalawang terminal for the secondary. So this is also a three-phase, no? Okay. So these transformers are applicable for low voltage application, which includes electronic devices such as converters and power electronics, no? So yung converter, so ginagamit dyan is the shell type transformer, no? If medyo curious kayo, if meron kayong converter sa bahay nyo or inverter, so you could investigate, no? So i-make sure nyo lang na pag binuksan nyo yung inverter sa bahay nyo, pagbalik ay gumagana pa rin, no? So they are used where a small amount of voltage is required. So that is for low voltage application. So the cost of this transformer is used in low voltage can be low, no? So mas mura, no? Due to the cross section area core like rectangular or square. So mas mura siya kaya better siya for low voltage application kasi usually we are using our transformer for low voltage application. Yung mga application na hindi natin yung mga application na talagang pinakamadami, no, sa ating side, no, for especially sa ating mga power electronics, sa ating mga appliances. Okay, next. The last one is the berry type, no? So if you see this one, no, sa mga electronics, pwede din sa sa circuit ng isang sa isang aircon or isang doon sa isang refrigerator, no? So this is a very type transformer, also known as a toroidal transformer. So which is a large type of electronic transformer and has been widely used in home appliances and other equipment with high technical requirements. Its main use is a power transformer and an isolation transformer. So ito yung kanyang construction. So depending on the the arrangement of the winding, so pwede ganito naka-toroidal siya or ganito naka-circular. So ito yung ating yung ating low voltage winding or the primary winding at yung ating high voltage winding. So this is the laminated core. Yung iba naman is nasa loob, no? Dito naka-wound yung laminated core, no? So this is usually used, no, sa mga electronic transformer at pwede din as an isolation transformer. Okay. So question na tayo. So which of the following is most suited as step up and step down transformer? Okay, tingnan natin kung nakuha nyo ba kanina. Kung aling type ng transformer depending on the construction is most suited for step up and step down transformer. Yan. Yan. Okay, so the correct answer is letter B, core type. So this transformer is usually used for step up and step down application, no? In a core type transformer, the windings are placed around the core. So this is just the definition, no? So the design offers efficient magnetic coupling between the primary and the secondary, allowing for effective voltage applications. So lang sinabi ko kanina when we discuss about core type, so there is an effective magnetic coupling, no? So yung ating flux has an efficient path to each other, so between the primary and the secondary, thereby we could have an effective voltage transformation, no? So kung ano yung ating expected na turns ratio, so yun yung magiging value ng ating transformer, either is step down or step up. Okay, next. So these transformers are applicable for low voltage application, which includes electronic circuits as well as converters in power circuits. Yan dyan. Okay, so mostly are choosing letter A, no? Okay, so tignan natin kung ano yung tamang sagot. So the correct answer is shell type. Yan. No? Next, this transformer I use is as power transformer and isolation transformer. Alin dito? Okay, so dalawa yung nag-answer ng C. C pala lahat. Okay, so the correct answer is letter C, berry type transformer. No, so shell, kit shell to berry to. The berry type transformer are used for power transformer and isolation transformer. So namali lang to dito. So the correct answer for that is a berry type transformer. Okay, the major disadvantage of a shell type transformer is blank. Alin dito? Poor natural cooling, poor insulation. It cannot operate in high frequencies, or all of these. Din dyan. Okay, so mostly also answered letter A. No? So the correct answer is letter A. No? Tama. It has poor natural cooling, kaya yung ating transformer are usually used for low voltage application, yung shell type transformer. Okay, then we go now to the types of the transformer according to cooling method or the method of cooling. So again, a transformer is a static device converting one voltage level to another. So due to occurrence of iron and copper loss, so yung iron loss nandun sa ating core, while our copper loss are found on the winding, no? So baka kasi sa board exam, which of the following parts of the transformer gives iron loss? So that is on our core. Yung sa winding naman are copper loss, no? So the transformer gets heated, so dahil sa ating mga losses. In order to avoid the deterioration of insulation and the dissipation of heat, no, it is required to keep the temperature of the winding within a limit value. No, kasi sa init, ang nangyayari yung ating insulation, no, yung insulation between the individual winding, kasi yung mga magnetic wire natin may ano yan, may insulation coating yan. Kapag palagi nagiinit, so it will deteriorate, thereby causing short circuit. Kaya minsan sasabi niya the transformer short circuited or sumabog, no? So since a transformer is a static device, its cooling is more difficult than a rotating machine. Okay. So sa statement na to, sinasabi mas mahirap na magkaroon ng cooling system ang transformer kaysa rotating machine. Ang question ko ngayon is paano what part or which part of a motor or a generator ang kanyang cooling system. So if we have a generator, we have motor, alin dong part niya ang nagsisilbing cooling system ng ating ng ating generator or motor. Sa tingin nyo, if you have experience having or seeing a motor or operating a generator, so may part doon sa ating generator or alternator which serves as its cooling system. Yan. So the fan, so yung fan, kaya sinasabing madali ang cooling system ng ng motor or a generator, or they are known as rotating machine, kasi pwede mo lang ikabit yung fan sa shaft ng generator or motor, then the fan itself will provide the cooling system. Ang disadvantage when you have a transformer, there are no rotating parts or moving parts na pwede nating kabitan ng fan so that we could achieve self-cooling as compared to the motors and generators. So kaya sasabing mahirap ang cooling system ng ating transformer. So the losses in the transformer are also small, so medyo maliit lang ang kanyang losses, but gradually at higher voltage application, so the higher the voltage, mas mainit yung ating transformer, kasi mas mataas yung ating iron at copper loss. So the coolants used in a transformer are the following, So first we have the dry type transformer. So when we say dry type, wala tayong nilagay na kung anumang liquid, So it is a self-cooled, with cooling obtained by natural circulation of air and a forced air cooled rating with cooling obtained by a forced circulation of air. So when we say this is sometimes referred to as fan cooled, So mayroon tayong ikakabit na fan doon sa ating transformer. So fan cooling can increase transformer kVA rating by 25 to 50% depending on the type and the size of transformer. So the first one, the dry type transformer, is the self-air cooled transformer. So yung by design, the self-cooled air transformer is only up to 3 MVA. So wala nang lalagpas na 3 MVA. So when we say self-air cooled, so wala tayong ikakabit na fan, meron tayong mga fins. Fins open lang yung mayroong mga opening na ang kanyang mga sides na pwede doon lumabas or sumingaw yung ating init, So kaya hindi siya pwede lumagpas ng 3 MVA. The higher the kVA or the MVA, the higher the rating, so mas mataas, or mas mainit yung yung ating transformer, Then we have forced air cooled. So this is now the design for the forced air cooled. We have here our transformer core, Atang transformer natin. So the other term for this one is fan-cooled transformer kasi meron tayong dalawang fan sa baba. Tapos dito naman sa taas meron tayong mga opening. So ang purpose ng fan is to force air inside the transformer tapos lalabas dun sa mga fins, so thereby pushing the heat to go outside the transformer. So this arrangement is housed in a metal box with proper insulation between windings. The blowers will blow the air through the windings and hence hot air is gained cooled by outside natural air. Yan, no? So ito, kaya tinawag siyang forced air kasi fino-force natin yung air na pumasok sa ating transformer by using a fan. Okay. Then we have also oil immersed type transformer. So this type of transformer, have mineral oil, which has a good electrical insulation, with which has the property to block the current to flow through the oil, and high thermal conductivity for efficient heating mobile from the windings and the core. So yung nagpapa-cool down sa ating sa ating heat is the mineral oil. So it is not like regular oil na ating ginagamit sa pagluluto, because this type of oil has good electrical insulation property, meaning kahit naka submerge yung ating winding doon sa ating oil, so hindi makakaloon ng short circuit because the oil itself is also an insulator. Yan. So the advantages of oil immersed type transformer are the following. So it has a good electrical insulator and has a good thermal conductivity to absorb heat. Okay, so the disadvantage of oil in a transformer. Oil is a fire hazard and cannot be used in indoor transformer. Yes, hindi natin pwede gamitin ang oil immersed transformer inside sa loob. So that's why you notice yung mga transformer na sa poste natin, those are oil immersed transformer, hindi siya pwede ilagay sa loob. In practice, yung sasabi kasi ng iba, bakit meron namang nasa loob ng sa loob ng building. But as you notice, if there is an oil immersed transformer nasa loob ng building, makikita nyo the location of the transformer itself is an open space, open siya. So that is the reason. Ang reason is the transformer, the oil itself is a fire hazard. So in case there is a leakage tapos sobrang init na, so the oil itself could catch fire, pwedeng masunog mismo yung building. Kaya open yung open yung tawag doon, yung area, So oil leak on the tank also or in handling leads leads to pollution of the environment. Of course, so oil kasi yan, so it could cause pollution. And moisture in the oil should be continuously monitored and removed, which reduces electrical insulation property of the oil. So the one of the reason kung bakit nag-fail yung electrical insulation ng ating oil is because of moisture, so yung oil natin is may halo na tubig, kapag nangyari yun, so it can cause our transformer to explode, kaya sinasabi nila one of the maintenance of an oil immersed transformer is to clean the oil, or change the oil. Yan. Okay. So oil immersed self-cooled transformer. So ito yung first na type ng oil immersed. So in this type of transformer, windings and core are cooled by mineral oil. The heated oil is circulated through the radiator by natural convection and hence cooled by the surrounding air. So this type is normally used for the distribution type transformer with low voltage ratings or low kVA ratings. Ito yung karaniwan nating nakikita sa ating mga poste. Yung may fins na transformer, that is an oil immersed self-cooled transformer. So nangyari dito, this is submerged in oil, so through convection, so yung heat na nasa oil natin, so the oil will circulate in the fins. Ito yung tatawag yung radiator, no? So ito, this is cool down here, no? Kasi may space siya dito, so hindi hindi pwede na yung init dito is mag-transfer din sa part na to ng ating transformer. So this part here is where our oil is cooled. Tapos balik naman dito. So that is by natural convection. So there is no machinery, there is no mechanism, no, na nagko-cause sa ating sa ating oil to flow on the radiator. So kasi nangyayari kasi, if this is hotter, so nangyayari yung ating oil is medyo bumababa ang kanyang density. So kaya umaakyat, dumadaan dito, this is cooler now, it will push again, no? So flowing lang. So yun yung ating ating oil. So mayroon siyang natural cooling system. So kaya tinatawag siyang oil immersed self-cooled transformer. No? The opposite of this one is the oil immersed forced air cooled transformer. So in this type of transformer, so it is cooled by oil which is turned cold by forced air in the radiator. So as you can see in the picture, so meron tayong fans, no? So yung mayroong mga ito, fan, no, na nakadikit sa ating radiator, so that the oil is forced cold, no? So a bank of coolers or blowers is situated in the transformer radiator which forces the air through the cooling fins. So the hot oil enters this cooling fins, so itong dito. Then by natural convection or convection, and cold oil again flows through the windings. So this cooling method is used normally for large transmission transformers outdoors, no? Nakalagay outdoors in power plants and in power station. Yan. Next one is the oil immersed water cooled transformer. So this one, no, ang kanyang cooling system, yung isa is air, no? Yung dalawa air, yung isa is self-cooled. So wala tayong mechanism na ginagamit. So tama, no? Yung ganito is nakikita sa substation, no? So the reason bakit mayroong iba't ibang type ng cooling system ang transformer, tulad sinabi ko, is it depends on the rating, no? If oil immersed ka lang tapos self-cooled, so the rating of the transformer are at the lower value, no? Yung oil immersed forced air cooled, so they are on the middle, no? Tapos ito namang oil immersed water cooled are usually, no, on the higher ratings, no? Kaya tinawag dito nga nakalagay 500 MVA. So in this transformer, the oil is cold, which is passes through the oil water heat exchangers. Dito, no? To the water oil heat exchangers. So 100% oil pumps are placed to circulate hot air through the two heat exchangers. Yan, no? Dito may tayo pump dito, no? Which nangyari kasi yung oil natin dito dumadaan. Yan. I hope malinaw sa ating sa screen niyo dyan, no? Dito dumadaan yung ating oil. Tapos meron din tayong water dito na nagfo-flow. So yung water natin, siya yung nagko-cools sa ating oil. Tapos pagkalabas ng ating water dito, yung ating water yung mainit, no, so that is still using heat convection, habang yung dito naman na oil natin, siya yung malamig, bumabalik naman sa ating windings, repeating the same process, tapos balik. Okay. So the heat oil dissipates the heat of the water and again flows to the winding. So the surface water is used for cooling. So when we say surface water, so that is the water which is connected on our water distribution system, no? We can operate the transformer with one cooler, but if two fails, then we have to trip the transformer, no? So usually there is a redundant, no? Ang ibig sabihin ng redundant. So if yung ating transformer cooling system sa mga ganitong transformer dalawa, but ang usually na ginagamit is isa lang, no? So the other one serves as the backup. So that is what we call as the redundant, no? Kapag nag-fail yung isang cooling system, pwede pa gamitin yung isa, no? So depending on the brand and the type, the design of the transformer, so yan yung yan yung karaniwang ginagawa. Meron siyang redundant because this type of transformer, so masyadong mainit to, no? Once their cooling system fail, so it could lead to short circuit inside our winding and could explode. Ang nangyayari din if this exploded, no, yung buo nating this distribution system or the transmission system will fail, no? So magkakaroon tayo ng blackout, no, kasi this type of transformer are usually found in the substation of the transmission line, no, sa ating NGCP, pwede din doon sa ating distribution utility company. Yan, so sobrang mahal ito, no? Kaya nga minsan pag sinasabing brand tawag doon, scheduled, no, na brand out, tapos ang rason is the preventive maintenance. So one of the reason for that is to maintain the transformer, especially its cooling system. Yan. Okay. So the transformer oil, so it is a mineral. So the exact type of mineral is a hydrocarbon. So a clean hydrocarbon. Okay. So which is obtained by refining crude petroleum. So galing pala yun sa crude petroleum yung ating mineral oil. So it has the following purposes. So provide an additional insulation or windings, carry the heat generated in the core and the coils, and it protects paper, no, yung ating kung sandwich yung ating shell type yung ating transformer, so it prevents paper from dirt and moisture. Okay, so the transformer oil has the following properties. So high dielectric strength, so ibig sabihin nun it is an insulation. So low viscosity to provide heat transfer, good resistance to emulsion, so ibig sabihin nun is it could resist the mixture of moisture. It must be from inorganic acid, alkali, and corrosive sulfur. So pwede siyang mag-cause ng corrosion inside our winding and inside the transformer core. It must have high flash point. Ibig sabihin ng flash point ay yung point na kung saan maaring magliyab, no? So if you say high flash point, so hindi siya madaling magliyab. So there is a certain temperature na mataas na na saka pa lamang magliyab yung ating transformer oil. And it was free from sludging under normal operating conditions. Yung medyo naging matigas yung ating oil, no, because it will cause clogging also, no, sa ating cooling system. Okay, so the most important factors in choosing our oil is the operating temperature, the atmospheric condition, no, especially inside the substation, the electric strength, the moisture and other contamination. So kaya may nilalagay tayo ng mga valve, no, ng mga valve sa ating cooling system to mitigate the moisture and other contamination. Then sludge formation. Okay, so one of those valve or those safety devices mounted on our oil field transformer is the Buchholz relay, no? So Buchholz relay, so pag isa Buchholz, no, pag dalawa Buchholz na, no? So a Buchholz relay is a safety device mounted on some oil field power transformer and reactors equipped with an external overhead oil reservoir, which is called a conservator. So Buchholz relay are used as a protective device as they are sensitive to the effect of dielectric failure that can occur inside the equipment they protect. So Buchholz relay are a type of gas detection relay, no? So meaning they detect, no, the change in the gases, no? So they are very sensitive to the effects of dielectric failure that could occur inside the equipment they protect. So when we say dielectric failure, if our oil medyo na mas sobrang dami ng kanyang contaminants, no, so it will affect its dielectric strength, so it could be detected by our Buchholz relay, no? Okay, Then we have the breather and the conservator. So this is going back again to the the oil immersed transformer, no? So the breather is used in the transformer to filter out the moisture from the air. Now, breather consists of a silica gel which absorbs moisture from the air. So dito yung breather natin, yan. Then the conservator tank of the transformer is defined simply as the cylindrical tank mounted on the roof of the transformer main tank. So it is used to provide enough space for the oil and transformer in the transformer to spread after heating. So ito yung conservator tank. So the conservator tank is connected to our Bocuse relay, no, to check if there are contaminants and if our oil is yung kanyang dielectric string is nasira na or na-compromised due to the mixture or due to the mixture or the may nakapasok na na moisture or water doon sa ating oil. Yan. Okay, so we go now to transformer windings. So the following are the most important requirements of transformer windings. The first requirement, the windings must be economical. Then the heating conditions of the winding should satisfy standard requirements. And the winding must have a good mechanical strength to combat the force which is due to short circuit. No? So hindi talaga maiwasan yung ating transformer with short circuit. So dapat our winding must have a good mechanical strength. No? Kapag in case na siya, nag-short circuit or sumabog, so it will not go on splinters, no? Or siya maging yung mismong winding is magka-pira-piraso. So that is what we mean as good mechanical strength. So the winding must have the necessary electrical strength during overvoltage, no? So when we say required na electrical strength, so if at some percentage is nag-overvoltage siya, so hindi siya agad-agad na sasabog or mag-short circuit. So the two types of winding are given below, no? So the concentric and the sandwich winding. So when we say concentric winding, so ito, no? So yung ating winding are concentric with each other. So una yung ating low voltage winding, tapos yung ating high voltage winding. While pag naman sandwich, wala yung types pala. So the types of concentric winding, natin crossover, no? So which is used to 20 amperes. And these are suitable for high voltage winding of small transformers. While the helical winding, so this type of winding consists of rectangular strips. So they are used for high voltage windings, and extra insulation between layers is required to insulate the conductors. Habang the continuous disc winding, so there are consists of the number of flat strips, no, which is wound in a spiral configuration. So the length of the conductors must be sufficient to complete the winding or section the windings between the tappings. So for robust construction for each disc, the conductors can be either single strip or number of strips in parallel. Okay. So the terminals, no, and leads. So ano yung terminals? So this is found on our transformer, no? So they are insulated copper bars or rods which are used the connection to the windings. So high electrical stress and corona at bends and corners occur in high voltage transformer. Therefore, the shape and the size of the leads is most important in high voltage transformer. So sharp edges and corners should be avoided to reduce electrical stress and corona. No? Then the bushing, so yung nasa natin, yung nasa dulo ng ating transformer, so may ulo niya, no? So this is used to connect to the high voltage line. So extreme care is required to prevent flashover. Ano yung flashover? In case there is a spark, no, or nag-short, no? So meron tayong tinatawag na yung flashover, yung parang manghihilamos ka ng spark, no? So that is a flashover. So yung sa Philippine Electrical Code, all electrical equipment are required to have an arc flash, no? Arc flash, no? Arc flash circuit protection. So in case there will occur an arc flash it is automatic na matig-trip yung ating devices, or the supply will be cut off, so that the effect of the flashover could be minimized, no? So isa yan sa mga bago sa sa Philippine Electrical Code nung 2017. So wala yan sa previous na Philippine Electrical Code na required na all electrical equipment must have an arc flash circuit interrupter, no? Dahil yan dito sa flashover, no? Because if you are working, no, on a equipment, especially yung mga transformer, yung mga LVSG or the low voltage switchgear, so pag nakakaroon dyan ng short circuit, no, yung kanyang flashover, so medyo mataas, no, it could cause burn, no, so pwedeng masunog yung ating operator, so kaya required na may arc flash circuit interrupter. Okay, so for transformers up to 33 kV, so this is achieved by employing bushing of parceling around the conductor at every point. For transformers 30 kV and above, no, either oil filled or capacitor type bushings are used. Yan. So tapping, no. So tapping is the changing of turns ratio of the transformer, which can easily control the output, so either to reduce or to step up the transformer. So to effect a change in the ratio of transformation, we provide tapping at different places in the winding of the transformer. So meron tayong transformer na dalawa yung tap, so that is a fixed voltage na transformer. Kunyari yung kanyang tap is only for 230 volts, so talagang 230 volts ang yung output. Meron ding tatlong tap, so yung unang dalawang combination, so that is 120, about yung naman is 240, no? So depending on the design, no? So therefore it is possible, no, for our transformer to have different voltage at different tappings. Okay, yan. So medyo mahaba-haba yung naging discussion natin, no? But ito muna yung question. So what is the main purpose of transformer taps? No, parang kakaano ko lang nito. So ano yung purpose ng transformer taps? To adjust the wattage of our transformer, to change the step up and step down mode. Bakit may X to adjust the voltage and to adjust the power factor. Okay, so the correct answer is to adjust the voltage. Yan. So tingnan natin, no? So the adjust the voltage, so the main purpose of the taps is to adjust the output voltage of a transformer. So transformer taps are multiple connections or terminals located at the winding of the transformer that allow for the adjustment of turns ratio. Yan. So sa loob ng ating winding, so there are different part, no, of that na kinukuha natin yung ating tap, no. If we set to a certain position, so nagbabago yung ating turns ratio. Yan. Next. Okay, next question ba to? Yan. Bucos relay is blank, located on the top of the conservator tank, is installed inside the breather, is connected in the pipe connecting the main tank of the transformer and the conservator, part of the circuit breaker installed near the transformer. Okay, the correct answer is letter C. Now connected in the pipe connecting the main tank of the transformer and the conservator. Yan. So the Bucos relay is a protective device installed in the pipe that connects the main tank of the transformer with the conservator. So it is designed to detect and provide early warnings of faults such as internal faults, incipient faults, and oil leaks, no? So to sinabi ko, it will also detect yung sludge formation and the mixture of moisture on our oil. So the relay operates based on the flow of oil and gas generated by the fault. and it sends alarm signals or triggers the tripping mechanism to isolate the transformer from the electrical system in case of severe faults. No? So, Bocos relay is a gas detection relay. Okay, next. So, ito yung tapping pala, no? The tapping of a transformer. Okay, next. Okay. Name the three parts of a very basic transformer. So, kanina pa tayo kung ano yung transformer. So, ito, pinaka-basic. Three basic part of a transformer. Yun. So, mostly the answer is B. No? So, let's see if the answer is B. Yan. So, the correct answer is B. The core, the primary, and the secondary winding. Okay. Which of the following is not a part of a transformer installation? The conservator, the breather, the Bocos relay, or the exciter? Yun. So, puro D, no? Yung mostly na answer. Okay. Correct answer is D. Kung hindi kasama dito yung D, yung exciter, saan nakikita yung exciter? Pag-type sa chat. Sa mga nakaalala, saan nakikita yung exciter? Yan. Yun. So, talagang naalala pa yung ating previous discussion, no? Sa generator or sa alternator. Yan. Okay. Next. Uy, lumabas na yung answer. Yan. In a transformer, following winding has got, which of the following winding has got more cross-sectional area? The low voltage, the high voltage, the primary, or the secondary? Alin dyan? So, sa mga nakakita ng answer. So, alin yung mas mataas? Okay, so the correct answer is the low voltage winding. So, bakit low voltage winding? Because we are going to step down or step up the transformer. No? So, we say low voltage, yung mas mababa yung voltage, so step down siya. So, in order to step down, no, our voltage, no, by of course Ohm's law, constant yung ating current. So, gawin natin is to increase the resistance, no? So, lalakihan natin yung, di ba, to decrease the resistance, lalakihan natin yung ating cross-sectional area ng ating, tawag doon, windings. Okay? Yan. Next, a common method of cooling a power transformer is Planck. Rin dyan, yung pinaka-method. When you say power transformer, those are used for high voltage or power transmission application. Good. Okay, so the correct answer for this one is any of the above, no? So power transformer can be cooled in various methods, including natural air, air blast, or oil cooling system. So the choice of cooling method depends on factors such as the rating, the size, no? Kung gaano kalaki yung transformer, anong kanyang operating conditions, at kung saan siya ilalagay. The noise resulting from the vibrations of lamination set by magnetic forces is termed as. So ito yung kadalasan nating naririnig sa ating transformer. Is it a magnetostrication, the boom, the hum, or the zoom? Okay, so the correct answer for this one is the hum, no? Hum yung tawag doon. Okay. So hum is the noise resulting from the vibrations of the lamination. So when alternating current flows through the transformer winding, it creates fluctuating magnetic field that induces forces on the laminations of the core. So these forces can cause lamination to vibrate, no? So yung hum pala dahil yun sa vibration of our laminations and produce an audible humming sound.